Hello everyone, welcome to another one of my Benson Valley Railway vlogs. This one's going to be a slightly different one to my usual programming vlogs that I've been doing. This one's going to be about the actual layout that I've got, and I'm having a bit of a change around, a bit of a crisis really in my layout, and it's a bit of a mess. So I thought I'm going to change it completely, and for this I thought this time I will video it of what I'm doing and see what people think and give us some comments on it, on my ideas. And so I'll show you what it is at the moment. It's a bit of a mess, and the reasons why I'm going to be changing this layout. Right, so this is my railway den, and some people have already probably seen this from my programming vlogs I've been doing. And so one of the problems I have with this den is I have a door over here which the railway needs to get across, and I've struggled big time with getting the connections. You can see one over there, and there's another one over here under this bit of paper, and I've struggled with these connections to get the trains to run over these rails without derailing, and also the fact that you've got to keep taking it on and off and bolting it in position. So I've not done that very successful, one of my biggest issues. And then the opposite side of the room is another door. So two major problems I've got, and this one's biggest problem. This one, it's very thin over this side. You're looking at about, well, that's my hand, so just over a hand and a half width over there. So any bends like I've got there, you're cutting into a bend which has got to be removable to get through the door, which makes a big issue of getting the trains connecting across that. Still haven't got a clue really how I'm going to get this to work, but some little ideas. So that's one of the big issues. The other one was the power supply. As you see, I've got sockets all the way around the room. I was going to rewire these to go underneath the bench, but with my new plans I wouldn't have to do that, which I'm going to go through. The other issue is the wiring underneath. I have to get right down under the floor and crawl around, which is a real pain when you're connecting up loads of wires, because I'm getting an old git and getting under them there and staying underneath there for hours wiring up everything is annoying. My layout at the moment is made on an old bench that I made, which was for a computer bench, and it's oak flooring, so it's quite hard wearing, but too hard for putting the railway on. So drilling into it and everything has to be drilled into it. You can't just nail into it. And the other one is the mess. Look at it down here. You can see I've got garden stuff. I've got bits of stuff that have got to go down the garden. So anything in the house that belongs to me just gets dumped on top of the railway. So it's very hard to make a model when it becomes a major dumping area. As you can see, I've got some quick start firelighters over there. Got nothing to do with a model railway, but been dumped over there. And a fork, which has got nothing to do with it. So you get the general gist of the problem. So my solution, which I'm looking at doing, is to raise this railway. Now at the moment this layer is waist height, it's desk height, so I'm looking at raising it to go in here about this height, just above these sockets, going around the same sort of layout, but because it'd be higher, it'd be at waist height, so I'll be standing to build the model, which is much better. I'll be able to get underneath it then, which is better, so I'll be able to do the wiring as well. And then the door issue is still an issue, but I could probably widen the width for the layout. So starters, this desk could go back further against the wall because it'd get underneath it, and then I'll be able to put with a high layout I could widen this, which might give me the better curvature to get across. The other issue that I didn't mention as well is over here I've got a radiator, and because this layout is low, this is going uphill just to get it up to level, because it wasn't all done level enough. Yes, because of the radiator I couldn't go across here, so that was a big issue. So raising it, I'll be able to go above the radiator, put some fans underneath there so the radiator doesn't heat up the layout too much. That won't be an issue really. So that's the idea, is to raise the layout. Doors, still a big issue. Maybe some people can do some comments, give some ideas. So anyone seen any other videos or any other blogs out there that have done connections across doors, especially at tight turns that I've got, please comment below and I'll have a look at them, because it'd be nice, and I'll show you how I get on. The layout I'm going to be making out of just normal timber for the structure of it, and I've got two choices on the top, which is one is the 18mm MDF, which I'm not 100% keen on. Don't like MDF for health reasons. and also the fact that it's, when it gets wet, it can get damaged easy. The other one was the chipwood flooring, which you get for lofts. You can get them at Dan Wickes's. It's tongue and grooved together. It lays lovely, cuts easy, and it's quite good for railways in the past that I've done. So they're my two options that I'm looking at. Plywood, not happy with because it warps as well, and oak flooring is pretty useless really for railways, apart from being heavily structured. It's not very good for modelling on. And how the layout is going to go. I want two tracks going around, a main line up and a main line down, and then this will become some sort of fiddle yard, like similar to what I've got now, but I might change it completely. On a different note, for anyone that's still watching from a programming side, I will be uploading a new one for the CMRI, which I might have already done, don't know when it gets edited. I will be doing some more on these Arduinos and stuff down the bottom, and I'm still going to be working on this turnout. Now the turnout, just for anyone's watching the turnout one, I've just bought one of these lazy Susans, these are called, which has an inner and outer ring race, which is bearing race. The idea now is to get that raised above the wood line so that it runs smooth. I won't have the issue then of the motor getting caught and losing its position, because it should run smooth. I've also bought, which I haven't turned up yet, some Lego outer cog rings, which I'll show you when they turn up, which is glue hopefully to the inside of this, and then I'll be moving this so that there's a cog that will connect directly to the cog rings. So this will be cog run round then, rather than run it from the centre connected to the rail, and it should then be able to be more accurate about the position that it's in. So that's one of the things I'm working on. This is a work in progress. I haven't had a lot of time on it at the moment. And then I've got one of these plastic model bits for a turntable, which was, I think it's Dapo or something. I'll have to look it up. Not the best of models, but it's good enough for what I'm doing. Painted up and that'll look nice, and that will sit then on and glued to the inner race, so that it'll go round with the inner race. So still a lot of work to do on that, and there's a lot of problems to be solved. So I'm still working on that, and I will update probably more near the winter time. At the moment I spend a lot of time outdoors because it's in the summer. Yeah, so that's it. Hope you enjoyed my little display of the problems more than anything else, and I'll update you on my future building as I get along doing it, and like I say, give us some ideas of what you think I should be doing. But anyway, see you a lot later. Hope you keep safe with the current virus out there, and still be watching your layouts, and hope you get on really well with your own layouts.